It's been 50 years since the War of the Wilds, and still nothing grows on the Kindlelands. The exact day the flora of the world stood up and ravaged the cities of the Graynor Peninsula is lost to the ages. After the Great Fire tore its way from west to east, turning the land barren and fallow, the otherworldly patrons, the guides, and the great cities of the Kindlelands worked together in their own way to bring a kind of peace to a war-torn people. It is a gentle, delicate balance, and something or someone threatens it. Welcome to Another Path. My name is Chase, and I'll be your GM. Today, Jackson, Zephyr, and Mordecai take stock of the situation at Plainswatch and get into a spot of trouble with the locals. So sit back, relax, and enjoy your trip down Another Path. It's still weird not playing music to get started.
It's so weird.
It's so weird.
It's so weird.
I hear it in my mind.
Right now, I've got dun da 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 dun da da dun da da da.
Ba, 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 ba. All right,
Thank you, Zach.
I got you.
Ba-da-ba-ba, ba-da-ba.
Spaceships as sponsors. Stars.
That's got to be copyright.
It's going in.
Perfect.
It's going
All right.
in.
We found our cold open.
There we are. We're in.
There
Guys,
it is.
the episode started.
Finally. 20 minutes in.
Oh,
All
I'm sorry.
right.
I'm sorry.
I've been recording for so long.
Alright. Alright. The boat is slow going. The favorable northern winds fail you as you head south along the coast towards Plainswatch. It takes 5 days of travel for you to get there. Jackson, you spend your time just looking for something to do to keep your mind off of what you saw in your vision.
Can I actually try to loop some of the crew members into playing offices and bosses?
You absolutely may.
You
Thank you.
know I would play offices and bosses.
Absolutely.
Mm-hmm.
I do not bother Mordecai. And,
Of course.
And with my offices and bosses modifier, I've rolled a 9.
Excellent. You're not able to get any of the crew, but Joe's all about rolling up again. Same with Zephyr, so the three of you have a couple little mini games over the course of the next few days. It's good to keep your mind off of things. Zephyr, make me a performance check.
That is 14.
14. You go to Jeremiah.
Do I audition?
And you tell him, look what I can do. I've gotten this. And he quizzes you through. He asks you about a couple of different parts of it, and you're able to...
Well, here's my question. With my nat 20 on that insight check.
Yes.
Can I have advantage?
Sure.
Okay.
Sure.
Boom! Alright, there we go. That is an unnatural 20.
Okay.
Oh my...
I will be on stage!
What part of were you studying?
The wand sling.
All right. You make your performance, and Jeremiah's like, all right. Well, that's pretty damn good. So you might even be able to give Loaf a run for his money, but don't tell him I said that. So here's what we're gonna do. Next time we're in town,
I will not.
we'll switch some things up a little bit. He needs a night off from time to time. We'll do Dear Evan Hansen during his on day, and we'll do the Wandslinger on his off day. And you can we'll put you out there. We'll see what you can do.
Hot dog! Oh, I am so ready for this.
Oh, God.
This'll go well.
I did not think this was the direction this podcast would take. Is Zephyr's theater quest.
You know, he's chasing his dreams.
I can't fault you for that.
What greater moral quest could we possibly send someone aside from chasing their dreams?
I don't know. I can turn into a wolf.
Zephyr now has two dreams.
Some donuts would be nice.
Is performing live on stage and tearing down this militaristic regime that our company, is in a stranglehold by.
Now what happens when you figure out how to become a playwright and you can put them together?
Oh.
You
Now
get up
that's
on
the
that
dream.
stage, you do
I don't-
Richard III.
Oh, man. I don't know what this,
The
thing
general's
is.
a humpback. It's a thing.
Jesus
Oh,
Christ.
I thought you were gonna go for King Lear.
Have I heard back from Tiny Pony?
I was just about to get to you.
Awesome.
On the second day of your journey out, you're relaxing on the hammock. You're bored. You're on a boat.
Mm-hmm.
There's not a whole lot for a druid to do on a boat. At least not a druid at your training level. And you're just kind of napping. Your hand is dangling over, and you feel a fuzzy head right under your hand. And you look down, and you don't know how the mysterious unnamed Tiny Pony got back to you. It flicks open its back for you to take a letter out from its saddlebag.
I do so.
All right, you take it out, and immediately it returns to its wooden form. And it's actually a darker wood right now.
Wait, no. Ah, damn it. I wanted to write on her name tag.
Next time.
The letter is pretty brief. Starts out saying, yeah, no, things are fine here. Hi. Nice to meet you, I guess. Kind of weird. Either way, yeah, things have been pretty quiet out here. Plainswatch is... Oh, hold on. Something's happening.
Oh, God.
And that's it.
That's the whole letter? Okay.
Make me a perception check.
19.
You actually see teeth marks, like horse teeth marks on the letter itself.
Great.
Uh-oh.
As if he was interrupted in writing it, and Tiny Pony fulfilled her duty.
Correct.
In taking the letter back.
Correct.
Mordecai. I'm assuming
let's put the scene of I'm showing this letter to you guys.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I just hand it straight to you, Jackson. Like,
Well, can we make the boat go faster?
Trying to think.
Mordecai, can you
Not
change
much
into
of a water
some
guy.
into some avian thing?
Nah, bro, that's not until level 8.
What are these levels you speak of?
Sorry. In druid training, we have this concept of levels. Like my mom, she's probably like level 20 or something. Anyway.
16.
Okay.
20 is god tier.
That's still pretty good.
Yeah.
Anyway, nah, I can't do anything that flies. That's more advanced stuff.
Well,
We'll get there a couple days now. 3. Something like that, 3.5. Well, when we get there, we will be ready to dive in, kick some ass. We're action ready.
that's... Yeah.
All right.
Jonathan's... Well, I guess, apart from you boys now, I guess he's the only family I've got left, so...
Aw. Sorry, that was really bittersweet, and I wanted to take the compliment you gave us, but also express my condolences.
Thanks.
Yeah. Well, no, we're gonna kick some ass. I can make fire now. I couldn't do that last time I killed trees. This is gonna be fun.
We're gonna kill some motherfucking trees.
Hell yeah.
All right.
GM, I go to just a quiet part of the boat.
Sure.
And pull out my sword and kind of pray to my sword because I've finally seen a temple of Cly the Guardian that had a sword.
Absolutely.
And I say a quick prayer to the Guardian for my family.
Okay. Yeah. Make me a religion check at advantage.
18.
You...
That is the best I can roll.
Nice. You take your knee and you say your prayer, and it is quick and simple, but you feel like that's pretty apropos for what's going on here. And you feel ready. You know what's coming. And that is the best protection you could possibly have is knowing what lies ahead. It is just like in your vision. As you round the coastal cliffs, you see it. A massive tree growing out of the center of town. It's easily the largest structure any of you guys have seen.
Jeez.
Silence falls over the ship, a palpable fear spreading across the crew. The three of you gather with Captain James and disembark on a dinghy. Arriving on the docks, you see a flurry of people. Men and women rush about, but it's the children that see you first. A bunch of kids start jumping up and down and waving at you, and the commotion that they cause starts drawing in the adults.
Hello? We come in friendliness.
Yeah, I with prestidigitation, I send up some some sparklies, and they say hello.
Jesus.
Okay.
We come in peace.
You shoot up some incredibly friendly fireworks, and soon enough, some adults are by. You're at low tide right now, which is why you couldn't bring the ship in, and somebody throws a rope ladder down, and you all climb on up, and somebody comes up to you. It's like, "Hi, welcome to fucking hell out here. How can I help you all?"
So who would be in charge? Who's
The mayor.
The mayor.
Mayor Sigrid.
Where's Mayor Sigrid?
Oh, well, we've got kind of a command base set up over here. Come on, I'll take you over. I'll take you in.
Good.
You three are led very quickly into the end of the docks. There's a big house near the end. It was probably once used to store like records and, a place of business, but now it's a place of war.
Can I make maybe a performance check for striding through the city as a war hero come home to save...
Sure.
kind of like the hobbits coming back at the end of everything.
Sure, go for it.
17.
A couple of people kind of look over and take note of you. You get a couple of little waves here and there, but people are... It's not like in the movies where the hobbits came home and everything was fine. It's like the books where the hobbits go home and there's still a fucking war going on. You're striding through, but you're a little distracted too. You're just trying to find your brother at this point. You know that your family's farm was on the other side of town, more into the mainland, so you have no idea where he would be. In and up, you are taken into a wide open room. Here, you find a dour-looking woman, Mayor Sigrid, standing with her associates, who are introduced to you as Magus Clara and Arch-Evoker Barwald. You can tell that this is an Arch instantly, because they are wearing the same types of robes that you saw Mordecai's mom wearing the first time you met her. It's the plain gray robes with the sleeves cut very short, so you can see the intricate tattoo going down their arm.
I snap to attention and do a quick bow. All right, sit rep.
Right. You'll be the Aegis lot then. Good.
Yes.
It's kind of a mess we're in right now. This is Arch-Evoker Barwald explaining this. It happened early morning hours a couple of days ago. We're not exactly sure what started it, but a mass of vines spilled out from the fountain out the center of town and shot in all directions. Most folks got out fine, but the town was quickly overtaken and bisected. We don't have any idea what's going on the other side of town, or honestly even past the Central Plains. The growth has slowed down, but it's continuing. We've got a couple of days max until we're gonna need to take action, and I don't like what we're gonna have to do. It's messy. Magus Clara steps forward. The plan is to build a massive ballista, light the bolt on fire, and fire it at the tree. The problem is that we are pretty sure that the tree is connected to the Green Lady, and shooting the tree may cause damage to her as well.
Oh, jeez.
You're here for her, from what I've been told, and we want to send the three of you in and try and figure out what's going on to fix it. Jackson, make me a history check.
History is an intelligence skill, so that's an 8.
8. You've heard of the Green Lady. She's kind of an old wives' tale in the area. Some say that she walks around to all the farms and blesses them from year to year to make sure that they have a good harvest. But no, I mean, it's an old wives' tale. But now that you're standing here and they say it like that, oh yeah, that might be Gaia. Maybe that's real. Maybe that's a thing.
So, you mean Gaia? That's what we're talking about?
Yes, it is. That is the notion, is that yes, Gaia blesses this land so that the harvests are good.
Right. But not the Green Lady Gaia. Two different things.
No, same thing. Same thing.
Same.
Oh. Barwald holds two fingers and then kind of lines them up for you. Same thing. And Mayor Sigrid at this point is standing with her head in her hands. It's like, I did not sign up for all of this magical bullshit. I didn't.
Hey, neither did we.
But hey, we're taking it in stride. You're a person that is supposed to be able to handle these situations. We are just three numbskulls who were thrown into the breach. We're handling it fine. What are you doing?
Aren't two of you taboo wizards? You are significantly better equipped for this than I am.
I'm not just a taboo wizard. I'm also a shifter.
Yeah, I'm helping out the very people that, screwed my life up. So,
Everybody just kind of looks at each other. It's like, well, fine then.
We are who you've got, and we're your best choice. Where are we going? What are we doing?
Right. You're gonna have to get to the center of town and try and figure out a way to commune with Gaia.
So we need to get to the fountain.
Yes, you need to get to the fountain. Now, the fountain might be a little hard to access because it is likely in the dead center of the tree. But get as close as you can. There's a ritual you will have to do once you get there. Archivoker Barwald reaches below and pulls out a heavy wooden case and sets it before you. Everything you need is in here.
Great. I take the case.
Okay.
Let's
Excellent.
go.
And as you guys are getting ready to leave, Mayor Sigrid comes down the stairs behind you. Wait, before you go, I do have something else I would like you to do, if at all possible. There are some folks that haven't made it out here. I know there's definitely some people out in the Wharf District that haven't actually made it to safety yet. They're trying to brave it, and if this thing keeps going, they're not gonna last much longer. If you encounter anybody, please urge them to come back here. It's too dangerous for them out there. We need them here.
Absolutely.
Of course.
Thank you. Anybody you can bring back, I will, of course, there will be rewards for you if you can bring anybody back alive.
Before we leave the office, I want to make that dex check to light my dragonfire lamp. In case I need to burn anything down.
Good call.
Good call.
Very
Yeah,
good call.
absolutely do that.
Cool. 11, which I only needed to do a 10. So
Excellent.
It was very close.
Yep,
Yeah.
you're
But I got
good.
it.
You're good.
And for the sake of preparation, I would actually like to open up this wooden box, this wooden ritual case that I've been
Sure.
handed. I just want to see what all I need to be prepared to do, or
Absolutely.
make Zephyr do as the magic boy.
You open up that box and you see inside there are a bunch of little succulent plants
Okay.
and a scroll. And you crack open the scroll, and the basic gist of it is that you have to plant these at a certain spot near the fountain. Planting those will kind of open up a gate to the realm of Gaia.
You are not the one who will be taking this one, are you? I thought that Jackson is.
Me, no. No, that'd be... I'm spoken for right now with my fiend, bro.
This one's on me. I don't know too much about magic things, and I'm not the one that's opened 2 or 3 portals already, so I would be... If it works out, I would be fine with either of you two magic boys doing the thing, and then I'll get in and have the conversation.
Yeah, I mean, we were all in the crossroads, and I was just able to be like, me. So, we can all get in
I thought that
there.
you said that you were going to be doing it, and I was confused. It's fine. We cleared it up. So, yeah, I raised my lamp up. I'm like, let's do this.
Wink.
As we go to head off towards the Wharf District, I want to take a second to sit down and pull out my scroll, my paired scroll. And
Sure.
I want to write as much detail down of what's happening here, and send
Excellent.
it to Addie, in the hopes that she can also pass it on to Archdruid Leia.
Okay.
So, but I want to do it I want to write all of the information down, and then leave a space, a spoilers, dot, and then beneath that, I would just want to write, I'm gonna get out of this. Don't worry.
Okay. You write all of that in, and there's not a response immediately, but you could probably check back at some later point and see if anything comes back to you. Also, if you check the Facebook page, the back end page, there is a map for you.
Like maps.
No.
Peripherals.
Oh no, he made a map.
I love
I made a
maps.
map.
He made a map. The maps are great. It just means that, we're all gonna die.
Ooh,
You haven't all died yet.
So
that's a lovely map.
where is the
Thank you.
space that we are heading?
So you are in the docks right now. You can see that right along the coast there. You need to make your way. You see that big empty space with the circle in the middle?
Yes.
That is that's where the tree is growing from.
Yeah.
The thing in the top
okay.
right.
No,
down from that.
Yeah, down. There's a big empty space. There's a kind of a rectangular building with a hollow center.
Yes.
Just south of that.
Okay, there.
That little circle there is where you're going to.
So what is the thing that looks different then?
The compound to the north.
Yeah, that is that's the mayor's palace.
Oh, okay, great. So those are walls.
Yep. Yes, those are walls.
So the circle is the tree. Where is the fountain?
In the center of the tree.
It's in there. Yes.
Oh God.
Yeah,
Okay.
the vines came out of the fountain, and then the tree
did not pick up
formed
on that.
around the fountain.
Yes, and I will have a labeled version of this up for people to see.
Can I ask?
Sorry.
So, what's the big area in the middle that just goes straight through? Is that road? Is that
farmland?
That's all farmland. That is the inner plains.
Okay,
Okay.
great.
Yep. And then your brother and your family farm are on the outer plains, on the other side of the tree.
Gotcha.
So you walk out onto the streets and you are in the docks. The docks have been refitted to house most of the needs of the town. An inn, a blacksmith, and even that weird theme bar has taken up the standard of Plainswatch to help everybody here. They're doing very little normal trade, but everybody is kind of pitching in together to fortify their encampment. There may be rudimentary supplies if you need them.
I'm good. I'm ready to go.
Are you guys going to look for anything while you're here, or are you going to head into the warehouses? That is next.
Let's go. I think we're good. I've got some potions.
Yeah,
You've got some potions, boys.
Unless we wanted to grab basic fire starting supplies like flint and tinder, but I imagine we would already have that.
Well, yeah. Well, I'm sure I need it. Both of you boys can just make fire, right?
I can make
That's fair. Actually, you know what? There is something I would like to buy if possible, or even just scavenge. It doesn't need to be necessarily a weapon, but I need a cutting tool. Like I have hammers. Like I can't hammer my way through vines.
Okay. Make me an intelligence check.
10.
Okay. You go to the blacksmith. Seems like a good enough place.
Well, I mean, I figured I know where to go. I just didn't know if I was just saying I don't necessarily need a weapon.
Maybe there was a better place to go.
Well,
you don't know.
But you can't use that because it's metal.
I can use weapons. Weapons because druids by default are proficient with scimitars. It's armor and shields they can't use that are made of metal.
Okay, so you can't. You can use it. You just can't wear it.
Pretty much.
Okay.
So I head over to the blacksmith. I knock on his door. Hey, anyone home? Hello?
There is no door. This is a impromptu setup. You walk in and it's an open air. Think the blacksmith shop from the first town in Skyrim.
Sure. Yeah.
Okay, so you just kind of walk out, and it's all out on a dock too. This is incredibly quickly and shoddily set up. And there's a guy making machetes, and that is all he is doing.
Well, it looks like you're exactly the person that I was looking to speak to.
Oi, yep. Yeah.
I take off.
Need a cutter?
Yeah. So I've got my big hammer and my small hammer. I take out my small warhammer.
Sure.
And I'm a little short on funds, but I'm sure you can melt this down, turn it into more machetes. Trade?
He takes your hammer, toss. Tries it out with his arms. Actually, I'll just keep this. This is pretty nice. Go ahead.
Sure.
And he hands you a machete.
Machete.
Goodbye, Warhammer.
Machete. A machete, and we will say it has short sword stats.
Uncle Machete.
No one tells Machete what to do but Machete.
I'll miss you, Warhammer. That's okay.
How many more machete jokes can we make?
I don't think you've made any machete jokes. I think you've just said machete a bunch.
So if you
it's not a joke, Dane Cook.
If you Hulk out there, Mordecai, with the machete, do you just immediately become Rambo?
We should bring him with us to a fight, because, machete kills. So.
All right, I got my slashy. Let's go.
Okay. Anybody else have anything they wanted to do before we go to the
I've got a
warehouses?
hand axe and a bunch of healing potions.
Let's
do it.
A barricade of buildings blocks your path. The warehouses are long, sturdy, and seemingly devoid of life. A notice stuck to one of the doors claims a reward for rat tails at the Grocer's Guild Hall, 3 gold apiece, or a drink token to the Silver Fox. Stepping inside, you see walls stacked high with wooden crates and barrels. If I could get a perception check from everybody, please.
There's a natural 20.
9.
13.
Mordecai, you see a crowbar up against the wall. You think you might be able to crack open into some crates with that if you wanted to.
Sure. Snag a crowbar.
Okay. Alright, and Zephyr, you see a bunch of rats scurrying around.
Ooh. Ew.
Looks like they're trying to get into the crates.
Oh, okay. I'm gonna go and try to pry a bad boy open.
Okay.
Let's
right.
let's combine forces. You point out the rats to me, and
there we go.
crowbar.
Yeah, do that.
So point me out a crate, and I'll crack her open.
Are there any people in here?
No, other than the rats, you have not seen another living thing here. Even the plants haven't reached this far quite yet.
Okay.
All right. Do I need to strength check it, or just can I crowbar it?
Go ahead and roll me a d6 and tell me what you rolled.
Oh no. 3.
Okay, you crack open a
jeez.
crate and you find a bunch of smaller crates. Why?
It's a Fabergé crate.
All right, I crack open one of the smaller crates.
Okay, apples.
It's cool. I take an apple. It's
All right,
delicious.
you take an apple. You eat it like an asshole. +1 to asshole for the next 10 minutes.
Enjoy that. Okay. I just kind of look at Zephyr dumbstruck, like, what is this place?
I don't know.
It's a warehouse. It's for shipping.
Okay.
We grow a lot of fruits and vegetables. We are the supplier to most of the rest of the island here. Or
The
not
peninsula.
island, continent. Peninsula. Thank
I
you.
got you.
I'm not so good with words.
Geography.
You need the history lesson.
Geography,
Come to Zephyr.
right?
All right.
But we ship out pretty much everything from here, and these are the warehouses. So you just stole somebody's apples.
I would say that there are some bigger things going on. I'll replace the apple
I don't-
later, all right?
I don't disagree with you.
Well, actually,
I'm just
you know
saying
what?
this
and
just happened.
create an apple.
Yay!
Yes.
Are you happy now? All right, slam the crate back together and put the bigger lid on. Let's go.
Okay.
Fucking brutal.
Can I make some sort of check for other ways of fighting trees than a machete or fire that maybe I would have been taught
Sure.
on the wall or something?
Yeah, go ahead and roll me a history check.
Oh, good. 12.
You know that fighting plants is all about, no, it's a pun. It's a pun. You just gotta get to the root of the problem.
Oh, God.
You have to get it at its source. That's what it always comes back to. Sooner or later, fighting plants is just treating symptoms. When you find the literal roots, then you're actually treating what's going on.
Got it. Zephyr, do you have any, I'm not sure, I don't know what the magic word is for it, but do you have any, poison-y type magic?
I do not. type of magic does exist, I do not have access to it.
Hang on, let me consult my spell book.
What about you, Mordecai? Because if we have to get to the root of the problem and tear it out, roots and all. Root out the source of the evil. How many more times can I say root?
Well, stall for me.
Are you rooting for me? I'm rooting for you.
I can detect poison, but that's not helpful.
Okay. Well, because if we can, we can hack and slash and we can burn it down, but if we can poison...
The best thing I've got is my little earth shaker move, where I might be able to, like, physically uproot something by, like, tearing the ground apart around it.
Gotcha. Let's finish going through the warehouses and see if we can help some of these fine folk. And then maybe when we get back, we can ask the mayor or the Archivoker if they have any sort of weed killer.
I could talk to some snakes. And, like, ask them to poison... I don't...
I'm a snake! Snake!
Alright, here's a lesson. Snakes have venom. Snakes are not poisonous. They are venomous. That is a difference. God.
So, could we just have the snake bite the plant?
That I don't know if venom does anything to plants.
Probably not.
Probably not, but
I don't think plants have
I'm
a
running
central
out of
nervous
ideas.
system.
Well, these trees might. They're very big. They're very much alive. And, the real fuckers are sentient. Plus, this thing came from the fountain, and holy shit, the tree's Gaia.
What?
Never mind. Okay.
What?
I fucking hate trees. I fucking hate trees, man. But what if the tree's Gaia?
That could be problematic.
Yeah. Okay. New plan. We'll do the ritual first and really try to not kill the tree.
I could use Entangle and fight the vines with more vines.
You're gonna fight vines with
Never
vines?
It works with fire,
That
why
That sounds
not?
like a horrible idea.
Might as well. All right, let's go check out another warehouse. Let's think
Sure.
about this a little bit more.
Okay. Alright, you guys leave out the other side of the warehouse, and that actually takes you right into the Wharf District. You walk into a wide open street, obviously built to accommodate carts, and you are surrounded by tenement houses. They call it the Wharf District, but that's more to give it a sense of purpose. Slums are slums, and these are among the worst in the collective. It would have seemed eerie on a good day, but the rapidly descending sun, combined with the encroaching plant life, adds a layer of desolation to the scene. Every so often, you hear a whisper of a voice in the distance, but you don't see anybody out on the streets.
I would like to go to the center of the street.
Mm-hmm.
And I would like to yell as loudly as I can.
Classic Silver.
Absolutely.
I'm going to back away from the microphone for a half second so that this does not blow Chase's eardrums when he's editing.
Proceed.
Alright! Everybody out! You've been warned! Get out! You're all gonna die if you stay here! Please! Now! I'm waiting!
Okay.
I'll shoot up a flare of sorts with prestidigitation.
Mm-hmm.
So
I'll just stand there and look cool.
A couple of houses down from you, a man walks out. He's an older guy, probably in his maybe late 40s, early 50s at the most. Jackson, roll me a history check.
3.
You have never seen this man before in your life.
My intelligence is killing me.
And he says, Greetings! Greetings! What is all this noise for?
There's a...
Haven't you...
sorry.
We're here to rescue you.
Giant tree eating the town.
Yes, the end times have come. Isn't it glorious?
no.
Did we just find Bible Bob?
Sorry, back up there, bud. You're into this, huh?
He's looking up at this giant tree, which you can kind of see over the tops of the buildings. Like, it's not exactly the way I would have chosen to go, but we all knew something like this would happen sooner or later.
Did we?
That's mildly defeatist of you.
I mean, with the world so full of sin, with the use of the taboos still being in place, I mean, we were asking for it sooner or later.
Mm-hmm.
On a second thought, everything's fine. Go back into your house. We'll check in on you later.
Hey, how many other people are here?
I mean, I have 8 in my flock, counting myself, of course.
All right. Get out. Okay, look, you might not.
There.
Go.
Go ahead.
You guys might not care.
Would you like
Saphir? Can I talk, Saphir?
No, it's my turn to talk.
I'm sorry.
Oh my God. You might not care if you and your flock live or die, but for some weird reason, I do. You stay here, you're all gonna get killed. There's a place you can go. If you don't take your people there, I'm going to.
My people will be staying with me, Shifter.
That's great. I punch him in the face to try to.
Okay.
I'm gonna try to knock him out.
Okay.
He insulted me. Let me do it.
I know, but maybe his back is to me,
Roll me a stealth check.
which I have disadvantage on. 12.
Not bad.
You do not get you do not get advantage on your attack. He also rolled a 12.
Okay, fair. 18.
Yeah, that will definitely hit. Hold on, I am pulling up his stats because I forgot where I put him, and I did not expect us to go right into murder mode. But that's fine because this guy's an asshole.
Yeah.
It's not murder mode.
It's not murder
unconscious
mode. It's we're gonna knock this guy unconscious to save the people that he's going to unintentionally get killed.
Yeah.
I don't think it's unintentional. He was pretty clear about his intentions. I'm with
His
you. Don't get
crew,
me
though.
wrong.
Yeah. We don't know if his
Okay.
crew is, like, brainwashed or if they're being held here by him under, like, duress
Okay.
or what.
What was your damage?
6.
I mean, that's gonna be 6.
6.
Okay.
So
You punch this guy, and he lands in the dirt. And he looks up at you.
God damn it!
My flock, come to me!
Oh, jeez.
And roll for initiative.
No fucking way. Really? It's gonna...
That's a 4.
13.
18
Okay.
for Mordecai.
I'm sorry,
admit, I'm
boys.
surprised. That's okay. I'm surprised. Okay, sometimes you fight plants, sometimes you fight evil plant worshippers.
Sometimes the plant cult comes to you.
You see from the tenement house that this older guy walked out of, people start pouring out. It is going to be Mordecai, the Cult of the Crow, then Zephyr at the end.
So what am I seeing
so-
here exactly with this flock? Are these like townspeople? Like, are these civvies?
Yeah, these are dudes.
I hate this. Okay. Well, I'm gonna try and do a stunt. And they're all, like, coming out of this building, like, all piled up on each other right now, right?
Oh, yeah.
Alright. I'm gonna take my move action to get over to them. I've got my maul in my hands, and this is just flavor text for me, spellcasting. I turn my hammer upside down, essentially, and do a little, like, jump strike and slam the head of the hammer into the ground around these goons, and I'm using Earth Tremor.
Excellent.
I cause a tremor in the ground in a 10-foot radius. Each creature other than you in that area must make a dex save. On a failed save, they take 1d6 bludgeoning damage and are knocked prone. The ground becomes difficult terrain if it's earth or stone.
Okay. I will let you hit 3 of these guys.
Cool. They have to make a dex save. It's a 12.
Okay. 1. 2 make it, 1 does not.
Okay. Well, the one guy is going to take 3 damage and is knocked prone, and the ground becomes difficult terrain.
Okay, cool.
And that's me.
Alright. Awesome. Now it is their turn. The 2 that are prone, because you did knock Father Crow into the dirt, those 2 stand up, and then, so now there are Let's take a look here. And so the 3 are going to attack. 2 are going to be on you, Jackson, and 1 is going to be on Mordecai.
Cool.
Do I get an op attack on Father Crow as he stands up, or no?
No,
Okay.
because he is using his entire movement action to stand.
Gotcha.
Okay. First attack on you is here. No, 10 isn't going to do it, is it, Jackson?
No.
How about a 20?
That'll hit.
Okay. And you take 5 damage as one guy comes at you with a sword.
Cool.
Mordecai,
Yep.
you are going, let's see here, 17. Does that do it?
Yes, sir.
That is going to be 9 damage on you.
Ow.
Yep. That was all that came out the first round. More will join the fray as the fight continues, unless you can stop it. And that is going to take us to Jackson.
How do you get an evil cult to stop doing sheep things?
If only I could turn into a literal crow.
Ah! I'm going to make an intelligence check. I've rolled a 4.
Oh.
Okay.
I'm going to attack Father Crow.
Yes.
I'm going to bonus action for Fighting Spirit.
Mm-hmm.
And that's a 24.
Jesus.
That'll do it.
Christ. Fighters, man.
That's going to be 11 damage.
Okay.
Ouchie.
You kill this older man.
Great.
You
There, okay.
and you take your sword and you just plunge it into this guy's chest, and he looks up at you with a look of shock.
Dipshit.
There's the other guy still in melee range with me?
Yes.
Okay. So I'm going to stab my sword through this guy, the old guy, and kill him. And then the other guy, I'm going to look at him. I'm going to leave the sword in Father Crow and release it.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm going to look at this other guy and say, he's gone. You can think for yourself now. Let's get you all to safety.
Do you have any charisma skills trained?
I am proficient in intimidation.
Go ahead and make me intimidation at advantage.
18.
You leave the sword in him and you say this, and the guy's like, yeah, okay. Come on, guys.
Go to the
Come on,
Harbor
guys,
Records building. There's people there.
All right, we'll go.
Don't prove to be hostile and you'll be fine.
We'll go.
Be safe.
And all 7 of the other ones leave the building, and the ones that weren't outside are now, just stunned and shocked. But they leave.
Alright. Give me a second. I go over to Father Crow guy.
Mm-hmm.
His body. Well, hey, do you want your sword back?
I leave the sword in him for a second, and say a quick prayer to the Guardian of watch over his soul. Hopefully he becomes a better person in his next life.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, we're actually on the same track for once.
And then I'll pull my sword out and clean it and sheath it.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I close his eyes, mop up a little bit as much of the blood as I can. I fold his arms over his chest, and I use mold earth to take the difficult terrain that I'm essentially made and just kind of make an impromptu grave for him. Essentially, I can excavate earth with mold earth as cantrip.
Sure. Very cool.
And I do that, and you dumbass. Didn't have to be like that. Well, we can't save them all, can we, boys?
No. We can't.
Especially not if they want to be saved. Alright, well, bigger and better things. Let's go.
Did anybody else come out to watch the ruckus, or did this seem like this was all that was here?
This is all that you could find with your yelling.
Okay.
Do we want to take a little bit, come over this place a little bit more? I have a thing I can do.
Worth a shot. If there's anyone still here.
Yeah. I'm going to wild shape. I'm going to shape back into direwolf form. And as
Sure.
a direwolf, I have keen hearing and smell. So I have advantage on perception checks for hearing and smell, so I want to see if I can't detect any other people, whether they're hiding or if I can smell them.
Sure, go for it.
Perception with advantage? Hell yeah, that's gonna be 23.
Okay, you're not smelling a whole lot of people. It is kind of hard to tell. You can tell just by even looking around that this was actually a pretty crowded place before things started going down. But now that everybody else is gone, you're not hearing anything, you're not seeing anything. Actually, the thing that is overpowering your sense right now is that there is a smell coming from the building that everybody just left from is incredibly strong. And it is something unsavory. Something almost spicy.
That's unsettling. So I pat around for a little bit, just like poking my nose around buildings and things like that. And I come back to you guys. I smell the air, the building that we're nearby, and I kind of like bat my nose a little bit, like it sucks. And I take a couple steps toward the building, turn to you guys.
Well, might as well check it out.
I start ambling in.
I follow him.
Okay. Y'all can make perception checks.
Only a 15 that time.
10.
Okay.
I rolled an 8.
Okay. You guys are looking around, and this place was definitely holding more people than it should have been. However, with the 15, you are able to find Father Crow's collection box, and you're able to kind of crunch past the very, very cheap lock and wood used to make it, and you find 100 gold.
I nose open the chest, and I just, with a paw, just push it toward you guys. I don't have pockets.
That's wonderful.
Put it towards your arm.
Anything else of note?
Nope, that's all you find.
I would like to. I'm gonna use Eldritch Sight, and just get some detect magic going.
Oh, sure.
It's within 30 feet, and I can see through barriers for the most part.
All right, yeah, you do that, and you actually do find something else. You are going through, and underneath a floorboard in where Father Crow was probably sleeping, you find another chest, and it's filled with a powder that is lighting up like crazy for you when you're looking at it through your magic sight.
Is that where the bad smell's coming from?
Yes.
As you kind of pull this out, Zafir, I like bat at my nose to like I'm like kind of gesturing a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
Y'all smells like.
Y'all can go ahead and roll me history.
I'm going to elect not to roll this because I wouldn't be able to communicate it.
That's fair.
That's an 18.
Okay.
I mean, I'll roll it. I guess I could learn it. Never mind.
Jackson?
2.
6.
2. Okay. 6. Okay.
Not a magic person.
Zafir, you know this stuff very well. This is dark crystal.
Oh boy.
Dark crystal is, it's a drug. And it is a very potent drug, particularly for magic users.
Alrighty.
This is...
I'm a close that boy up.
Yep, some premium uncut dark crystal right there. And that is... this would fetch a pretty penny, but it is highly illegal.
Hey, that's your entire steez.
Highly illegal. Alright, well, I'm gonna put that in my pack.
To give to the proper authorities, of course.
Of course.
I wrote it down as magic cocaine.
Yep.
I'm gonna stay in wolf form until I need to blap out, just so I don't possibly end up wasting it.
Sure. Okay. Anything else people want to do while you are in the Wharf District?
Nope.
Okay.
Good. I mean, rar.
Rar. All right.
Rar.
And the three of you leaves the deserted wharf district behind into the inner plains. The sky stretches out before you, or it would if there wasn't a massive tree blocking it. Now that you're out from behind the buildings, you can really appreciate how big this thing is. It towers over the proper part of the city as some sort of twisted beacon, drawing you into the metropolis. Between you and it, buildings and farmland. These farms, once meticulously manicured, look as if they haven't been maintained in years. A wild growth undulates within the lowered earth. Still, it looks like a clear enough path if you're careful. The three of you start to walk in, and about halfway across, I need everybody to make me a perception check.
Is this scent or hearing based?
Hearing.
15.
Also 15.
16.
Oh, look at you.
What?
You are all able to hear the whiz of an arrow.
Arr.
And it lands right next to Mordecai's forepaw. And you look down at it for just a second, and you start to see vines spilling out from it.
Scramble away.
I would like to roll something to see, like, it's got an angle in the ground.
Yep.
So to follow that angle up to see kind of where it came from.
Investigation.
Intelligence check.
Yeah.
How good are you at geometry?
That is 16.
Decent at geometry.
This came from the southeast a little ways.
So
Awesome. Is there a window or something?
There's a ton of buildings.
Well,
It looks like it came from the city proper.
Cool. Can I pinpoint like a specific building, or is it just an area?
Not by looking at one arrow. I would like Jackson make me a perception check.
another one?
Yeah.
16.
16. You see a house that it looks like you can take cover in.
Okay. Over there, quick.
Okay.
I pat.
Everybody make me an athletics check.
Bonuses to that? I don't.
14.
Mm-hmm.
12.
26.
12. Okay.
Wait, 26?
I rolled a 19. My athletics is +7.
Yeah, bud.
There it is.
It's the only strength skill.
That's fair.
The three of you bolt. You can hear the arrows now. There's more in the air, but none of them find their mark as you run into this house. The door is blessedly unlocked. You go inside and you catch your breath for a moment. And then you hear ka-tunk, ka-tunk, ka-tunk. And you start to see vines puncturing into the house. Thank you for joining us here on Another Path. You can find our website at anotherpathpodcast.com, on Twitter at anotherpathpod, and on Facebook at facebook.com/anotherpathpodcast. You can find me on Twitter at TQLoudly, Ryan at Ryan_Albrecht, Griffin at GriffColden, Zach at ThatGuyZachRob. As always, the best way to show your support for the show is to tell a friend about it and drop us a review on Apple Podcasts. We'll be back in 2 weeks with a new episode, and until then, remember that it's impossible to eat an apple and not look like an asshole. That's a thing with our group, and I forget that information may not be, just general knowledge. I bet.